Let's be honest with each other for a second. There is a specific kind of pain that hits different when a woman mocks you. Not when she argues, not when she gets mad, when she mocks you. That sharp little laugh, that sarcastic tone, that comment she slips in front of your friends like it is a joke. You know exactly what I am talking about. It might start small. Maybe she teases you about how you held your knife at dinner. Maybe she makes a sarcastic comment about the way you parked the car. Then one day you notice she is mocking you in front of her family. She is mocking the way you talk. She is mocking your goals. And suddenly you start feeling like the smallest person in every room you walk into. You start thinking, what's wrong with me? Why does she keep doing this? But I want you to stop right there and take a deep breath. Because in this video, I am going to tell you something most men never figure out until it is far too late. When a woman mocks you, it is rarely ever about you. It is almost always about her. Her own hidden battles, her own fears, her own quiet power struggle she is trying to win without anybody noticing. Today we are going to break down the 4 real reasons why women mock the men they are closest to. I am not going to give you surface level fluff. I am going to give you the exact patterns to look for. More importantly, I am going to give you the exact, calm, step-by-step response you can use the next time it happens so you do not lose your cool, you do not beg for her approval, and you do not shrink yourself down to make her comfortable. And let me warn you now, the biggest mistake you can make when a woman starts mocking you is to react emotionally. Yelling, arguing, explaining yourself, defending your worth, all of that plays directly into her hands. She does not want a reaction. She wants a specific response, and that is the response you are going to learn in this video. Our mission on this channel is simple: to help you build deeply respectful, emotionally healthy relationships with strong female psychology awareness. To all my returning subscribers, I love you. Thank you for being here. And if this is your first time, my name is Isabella. Subscribe right now because every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I upload a new video decoding female behavior, relationship dynamics, and human psychology at a level most teachers never talk about. Turn on the bell so you never miss a single upload. Now let us dive straight into reason number 1. Reason number 1, she mocks you because she is secretly terrified she cannot keep you. This is the most common reason, and it is the one almost no man ever sees coming. When a woman mocks you in private or in public, the first question you should ask is not, "What did I do wrong?" The first question you should ask is, what is she afraid of losing? Because in 90% of these cases, the woman mocking you is doing it because deep down inside, she is terrified that you are a better man than she deserves, and one day you might realize it. And that fear eats her alive at night. So instead of becoming a better partner to match your level, she starts mocking you to drag your level down until she feels safe again. It is a twisted survival instinct. When a man starts glowing, whether that is hitting the gym, getting promoted at work, dressing sharper, speaking with more confidence, getting attention from other women, an insecure partner does not celebrate that glow. She attacks it. She mocks your new clothes. She mocks your goals. She mocks what you are building. Why? Because every inch you grow makes her feel smaller inside. And a woman who feels small inside will try to make you feel small on the outside so the imbalance disappears. The most important daily sign to watch for is what she does when you actually win something. Pay attention to the next genuine win you have. Did she find a way to mock it? Did she roll her eyes? Did she make a sarcastic comment about your promotion? Did she say something like, "Cute, but what about real money next time?" If her first instinct when you win is to mock the win instead of support it, you are watching a woman terrified of outgrowing you. Another massive sign is when she mocks your interests in front of other people. Your hobbies, your career path, your dreams of starting a business, your passion for fitness. She will call them childish. She will call them unrealistic. She will say something like, "My God, you are still doing that thing." In her mind, every part of you that glows is a part that might one day attract a woman who is not her. So she tries to smother that glow with mockery before another woman ever sees it. So how do you handle a woman who mocks you because she is terrified she cannot keep you? The biggest mistake men make is arguing with the mockery. They get defensive. They say things like, "Why would you say that? I worked so hard for that promotion." The second you defend yourself, you have already lost. You just gave her proof that her mockery hit a nerve. You just validated her power over your emotions. You just played her game, and she will beat you at her own game every single time. The exact calm response you need is the following. The next time she mocks your win, your goal, your ambition, your growth, or your interests, do not react. Do not defend. Do not argue. Look her in the eyes with zero anger and say something simple like this: "I hear you, and I'm still going to do it." Then go right back to doing exactly what you were doing without giving her another second of your emotional energy. That one sentence is a psychological weapon. It tells her that her mockery did not shrink you. It tells her that her words have zero power over your trajectory. It tells her that you are emotionally untouchable on the things that matter to you. And for a woman who was mocking you to feel safe, this is the response she fears most. On top of that, you must keep growing visibly. Go to the gym, build your business, sharpen your style, keep showing up in spaces where you are visible and valuable. Do not retreat. She wants you to shrink, so you expand. When she sees that her mockery does not stop your growth, that her words cannot shrink what you are building, the entire tactic collapses. A woman cannot control a man whose trajectory is unaffected by her voice. Reason number 2. She mocks you to establish subtle dominance in the relationship. Every relationship has an unspoken power negotiation happening in the background. Some couples share it, some pass it back and forth honestly. But in unhealthy dynamics, one person decides they want full silent dominance, and they use specific tools to get it. Mockery is one of those tools. When a woman uses mockery, she is broadcasting a very clear message to your nervous system. I do not fully respect you as the leader of this dynamic. I am testing whether I can shake your frame, and I want to see if I can shift the balance. You will see this pattern most clearly when she mocks you in front of other people, in front of her friends, in front of her family, in front of your own friends, in front of strangers at a restaurant. The venue matters because her goal is to shrink your perception in the eyes of people around you. If she can make you look small in public, she knows you will feel small in private. A woman who wants dominance does not want you to look strong in front of others. She wants you to look manageable. So she drops little mocking comments in social settings and watches to see if you flinch. Daily signs to look for include mockery about your job, mockery about the way you speak, mockery about your physical appearance, mockery about your decisions in front of other people, and the worst one of all, mockery of your masculinity itself. If she says things like, "Cute try, big guy," or "Are you going to handle that or do you need help?" in front of her friends, she is intentionally trying to undermine your masculine presence in her social circle. And one dangerous pattern to watch closely is mockery that aims at the people you love. If she mocks your mother, if she mocks your brother, if she mocks your friends behind your back, she is doing that to test whether you will defend your inner circle or fold to keep the peace. A man who doesn't defend his people when they are mocked is showing her that he can be walked on without consequence. So how do you calmly shut down dominance mockery? Most men try to clap back with their own sarcasm. They fire back a witty line. They want to look strong in front of the same audience. The problem is that sarcasm for sarcasm is just two people in a battle. You have already entered her war zone and you will lose. The calm, powerful response is to stay completely still. No sarcasm, no comeback, no defensive laughter. You simply say with calm eyes, "That comment wasn't necessary, try again." Then you stay silent. You do not escalate. You do not argue. You do not explain. You just removed her access to your emotions and you gave her a chance to course correct without public punishment. If she mocks you again immediately, you stand up. You quietly say, "We are going to step outside." You take control of the physical space without raising your voice. And once you are away from the audience, you say, "You do not get to mock me in front of people. If something is wrong, we talk about it in private like adults." That single sequence tells her three things. First, your emotions are not on display for her entertainment. Second, you will not let her weaponize public spaces. Third, conflict with you is handled by standards, not by volume. A woman trying to dominate a man who responds with calm standards finds that her tool completely fails. The mockery loses its sting. The audience loses interest. The frame of the relationship quietly shifts back toward balanced respect without a single dramatic moment. Reason number 3. She mocks you because she is drowning in unresolved resentment she has not faced. This one is quieter and it cuts deeper than most men realize. Sometimes the mockery has nothing to do with the man standing in front of her at all. Sometimes it has everything to do with the woman she never healed from, the ex she never got over, the career she abandoned, the life she imagined that never showed up, the friend group that moved on without her, the version of herself she judged herself for becoming. She carries all of that silently, day after day, and she has no emotional tools to process it. So those feelings leak out sideways as mockery aimed at the safest target in her life, you. A woman drowning in unresolved resentment will not look angry. She will look sarcastic. Every small comment will sound like a joke, but carry a hidden edge underneath. Every conversation will seem normal until she slips a mocking line into it that is not really about the topic you are discussing. It is about the topic boiling inside her chest. Daily signs to watch for include mockery that comes out of nowhere during normal moments. You are watching a movie and she mocks the way you chew popcorn. You are driving somewhere and she mocks how you hold the steering wheel. You are telling a story and she mocks a small detail inside it for no reason. These random little jabs are not random at all. They are pressure valves releasing steam she refuses to deal with directly. Another massive sign is mockery that always compares you to some other version of a man she made up in her head. My ex would have handled this better. Other men are not like this. Any real man would already know what to do. She is not praising these imaginary other men. She is punishing you for not being a fantasy she invented to escape her own reality. And one of the most telling signs of all is when she mocks something you do that she used to genuinely love. A habit, a phrase, a kindness, a small gesture. Things she once adored, she now mocks without explaining why. That shift usually means something inside her broke and she is blaming you for the break. So how do you respond to resentment mockery calmly? The biggest mistake men make here is arguing the logic of the comment. They say, "That's not even true. You used to like that." Do not do that. You are arguing the surface while the entire battle is happening under the surface. You will never win. The calm, powerful response is to name what is happening without drama and without attacking her. You say, "I can feel that something is weighing on you that has nothing to do with me. I am not going to fight with you about it, but I am not going to be your mock-up board either. When you want to talk about what is really bothering you, I am here." Then you stop engaging with the mockery entirely. You do not take it personally. You do not counter it. You simply refuse to be the emotional punching bag for resentment she has not named. That response does 3 powerful things at once. It names the dynamic without attacking her character. It refuses the role she is forcing you into. And it opens a clear door for her to either heal the resentment or admit the relationship is no longer safe for either of you. A woman who mocks because of unresolved resentment often does not even realize she is doing it until someone names it out loud with love. And when you name it calmly without joining the mud, you either pull her toward honesty or you confirm that the dynamic is no longer healthy. Either outcome protects your peace. Reason number 4. She mocks you as a hidden, unconscious test of your masculine core. This is the deepest reason, and it is the one most men never connect the dots to. In her quiet biology, a woman is constantly measuring whether the man in front of her is stable enough, strong enough, and grounded enough to lead her through the storms of real life. She does not always do this with words. She does it through behavioral tests. And mockery is one of the most common unconscious tests she will ever run on you. When she mocks your plan, mocks your decision, mocks your confidence, mocks a goal you are chasing, she is not trying to hurt you in that moment. She is probing your center of gravity. She wants to see if one little comment will make you shake. She wants to see if you will shift your entire position just because she raised an eyebrow. She wants to know if you are the kind of man whose truth sits deep enough that one sarcastic sentence cannot move it. Daily signs that this is what is happening include mockery that follows your strongest moments, not your weakest ones. You just made a powerful life decision. You just stood firm on a boundary. You just shared a big dream. Within minutes, she slips in a mocking comment that sounds like a joke but feels like a probe. Another sign is mockery that targets the exact things you are most proud of. If you are proud of your business, she mocks your business. If you are proud of your body, she mocks your body. If you are proud of your leadership, she mocks your leadership. She is poking at the strongest pillars of your identity to feel whether they have weight. And one more clear sign is mockery delivered with a specific smile. Not a cruel smile, a testing smile. She watches you, your eyes, your body, your posture, your next sentence. She is gathering data about whether you can hold your frame in real time. So how do you pass the masculine core test that mockery is built for? The biggest mistake men make here is over-defending. They get loud, they get serious, they explain exactly why their plan is brilliant. They overperform to prove her wrong. All of that tells her that her mockery hit the center of your nervous system and you are now scrambling to repair it. That is exactly the failure response she was testing for. The calm, powerful response is to do absolutely nothing dramatic. You hold eye contact for 3 seconds. You give her a small, amused smile like an adult watching a child try to be clever. Then you say something simple like, "You might be right," or "That's one way to see it." And then you go right back to doing exactly what you were doing before she mocked you. You did not shrink. You did not scramble. You did not defend. You simply absorbed her test and continued moving forward with the exact energy you already had. That response tells her 5 things at once. Your center is heavy. Your identity is not wrapped up in her opinion. Your decisions are not moved by her sarcasm. Your emotional state is regulated, and she cannot manipulate the direction of your life with one quick line. A woman who runs this kind of test will relax internally the moment she sees you hold your frame calmly. Her anxiety goes down because deep inside, she has been searching for the answer to one question. Can this man hold steady when I push? And you just answered it. Mockery aimed at testing your masculine core will almost always stop the moment your calm response becomes consistent. At the end of the day, I need you to understand one fundamental law about how mockery works in relationships. People will always treat you exactly how you teach them to treat you. If she mocks you and you shrink, she learns that mockery works. If she mocks you and you argue, she learns that mockery gets your attention. If she mocks you and you defend, she learns that mockery can move your decisions. If she mocks you and you do nothing, if you hold your frame, if you stay calm, if you stay clear, if you stay unmoved, she will learn one quiet lesson that changes everything. Mockery does not work on this man. And when she learns that lesson, the mockery slowly fades. Not because she changed overnight, but because you changed what her words could do inside your nervous system. Respect is the foundation of every healthy bond between a man and a woman. Respect is not purchased by being nice after she mocks you. Respect is built by showing her through calm, steady action that your peace, your frame, your trajectory, and your identity are not negotiable items on her sarcastic menu. A good woman who genuinely loves you will see that steadiness and step up to meet it. She will stop mocking because she sees it does not serve the relationship anymore. A toxic woman who is using mockery to control or shrink you will realize her tool no longer works on your psychology, and she will either release the pattern or release you. And if she releases you, that is one of the greatest gifts she can ever give you. because it frees you to find a partner who chooses curiosity over sarcasm, respect over mockery, and peace over power games. Now I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these 4 reasons? Have you ever dealt with a woman mocking you in any of these exact ways? Leave your stories and your reflections in the comment section below. I read and I reply to as many of them as I can. If you found this video valuable, hit the like button and share it with a friend, a brother, a coworker, anyone who could benefit from hearing this message today. And if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe right now and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our future uploads. Once again, my name is Isabella. Stay strong, stay calm, hold your frame, and never shrink yourself for anyone who uses mockery instead of respect.